New at 5, a Northeast Missouri shelter for domestic and sexual violence survivors is now closed.
It follows a change in leadership, among other reasons. WGEM's Claire Edlin spoke with Avenue's new interim director today to find out more. So Claire, what is the situation exactly?
Well, Daniel and Raja, the short answer is this is just a temporary closure, but when it could reopen, no word on that at this time. Now, as for the reason for its closure, it has to do with health and safety concerns. Avenue's board of directors cited the shelter no longer meets the standards that they say survivors of domestic and sexual violence deserve. The board appointed Maggie Strong as the new interim executive director to guide the organization through this transition.
And we're just looking to make sure that all of those individuals are placed someplace appropriate for them. We're working on individualized plans with them so they get to the right location that's best supporting what their needs are currently.
Strong says in the meantime, they are laying the groundwork for reopening the shelter in a new and improved location. Avenues will continue its outreach services, that is advocacy, legal referrals, support groups, and crises response across the 11 counties. Daniel?
All right, thank you, Claire. And to provide immediate housing and relocation assistance to clients impacted by the closure, the United Way of the Mark Twain area created a new Avenues New Beginnings Fund, ensuring individuals who were staying at the shelter have the support they need.